Today I am going to tell you something very personal, something I don't say often, but I believe you need to hear it. Because if even one person listening can avoid this mistake, then sharing it will be worth it. After 80 years of life, my biggest regret is not what I did. It is what I did not do. Let that sit with you for a moment. Because many people believe regret comes from failure, from making the wrong choices, from taking the wrong path. But that is not the truth. The deepest regrets come from hesitation, from silence, from waiting too long. I remember a time in my life when there was something I truly wanted to do. It was not something big, not something the world would celebrate, just something that mattered to me, something that made my heart feel alive. But I hesitated. I told myself, I'll do it later, when things are better, when I have more time, when I feel more ready. Does that sound familiar, my dear? We tell ourselves these things every day. We delay our own happiness, believing we have endless time. But life does not wait. Days pass, opportunities fade, and slowly later becomes never. Years went by, life became busy, responsibilities grew, and that small dream I once had quietly disappeared. Not because I failed, but because I never truly tried. And one day, I realized something that broke my heart. Opportunity was gone, not because I was incapable, but because I waited too long. My dear, that is a very different kind of pain. The pain of failure fades with time, but the pain of never trying stays with you because you are left with questions. What if I had tried? What if I had taken that chance? What if things could have been different? And those questions, they do not have answers, only silence, only imagination, only regret. I have spoken to many people over the years, people at different stages of life, people with different experiences. And do you know what I have noticed? When people look back on their lives, they rarely regret the risks they took, even if things did not work out, even if they failed, because at least they tried. At least they know. But the things they did not do, the chances they did not take, the words they did not say, those are the things that stay with them. My dear, there is something you need to understand. You do not need to be perfect to begin. You do not need certainty. You do not need everything to be in place. All you need is the courage to take one step, just one, because that one step can change everything. No fear is real. I know doubt feels strong. I know the unknown can be uncomfortable. But let me tell you something gently. Fear will always exist. Doubt will always whisper. And the perfect moment will always feel just out of reach. If you wait for everything to feel right, you may wait your entire life. My dear, do not make that mistake. Do not let fear quietly decide your future. Do not let hesitation steal your dreams. Do not let time pass without truly living, because one day you will look back, and in that moment, you will not be thinking about the small fears you had. You will not be thinking about the doubts. You will be thinking about the chances you didn't take, and I don't want that for you. I truly don't. You deserve a life that feels lived, a life where you tried, where you experienced, where you gave yourself permission to follow what mattered to you, even if it was scary, even if it was uncertain, even if it did not work out perfectly, because trying is always better than wondering. My dear, if there is something in your heart right now, something you keep thinking about, something you keep postponing, please listen carefully. That feeling is there for a reason. Do not ignore it. Do not silence it. Do not push it away, because it may not stay forever. Opportunities come quietly, and they leave quietly too. So if something matters to you, start, not tomorrow, not next year, not when things are better. Start now. Start small. Start imperfect, but start, because the life you want will never come from waiting. It will only come from action. If I could go back in time, just for one moment, I would not ask for more money. I would not ask for more success. I would ask for one thing: courage. The courage to begin sooner. The courage to trust myself. The courage to not wait. But my dear, I cannot go back, and neither can you. But you have something I no longer have: time right now, in this moment, and that is your greatest gift. Before you go, I want you to make a quiet promise to yourself. Comment, I will not wait, not for me, but for your future. Because one day, your future self will look back at this moment, and you will either say, I'm glad I started, or I wish I had, and that choice is being made right now. If this message touched your heart, please like this video, share it with someone, who keep saying later and follow for more wisdom from an 80-year-old mother. Because sometimes one honest truth can change the entire direction of your life. God bless you.